Hello my people, welcome to Boss Economics TV. Na about Mohbad and the wife na we wan talk about right now. So my correct people, and Mohbad brother when he come out for court come talk. So now we see somebody wey don analyze am, and now we come say okay make we talk about am. So my correct people, if una never subscribe to my channel abeg subscribe and hit on the notification bell so that anytime wey we dey bring gist una go dey see am. So make we gather, make we lis ten to this very talk when this person wan talk.
Sitting. Mohbad's younger brother, Adura, mounted the big box to give his own account. A lot of people have considered Adura's testimony as very vital, very crucial to this case. First, it is believed that he witnessed the whole fight, the whole altercation between Mohbad, his brother, and Primeboy, which was, of course, the main incident that sparked up this whole issue. Secondly, people believe that Adura is one person that can be trusted to be impartial and honest. Like it is impossible for him to love any third party more than he loved his late brother. So there believes that his own account will be neutral, transparent, and geared towards justice for his brother. Besides, he had lived with Mohbad and his wife Wummi for 2 years, the 2 years preceding his death. So it is expected that he must have seen a lot, heard a lot, and possibly known a lot. So people couldn't wait to have Adura mount the box and give his own true testimony of all the occurrences surrounding his brother's passing. So Adura began his testimony by confirming that he is Mohbad's blood brother and that he is the last child, the third child, while Mohbad was the second. He also confirmed that he had lived with Mohbad, his brother, and his sister-in-law Wummi for 2 years. While opening his testimony, he was very clear to state that he is not in talking terms with his father and that he has kept his father at arm's length for a while. He confirmed that he had joined them on that show at Ikorodu on that fateful day, but that when the fight broke out between Primeboy and his brother Mohbad, he was not present. He was away on an errand, so he didn't witness the fight, and that it was Wunmi that told him all about the fight. There goes our hopes dashed. He believes that Primeboy should be the prime suspect in the death of his brother. He said that Primeboy must have charmed his brother, must have hit his brother with a charm in the course of their fight, and that he should be considered the primary suspect in this investigation. He also spoke briefly about his brother and Wunmi. He said that the couple did misunderstand themselves in the house, but they always made up. He revealed that on that fateful day after the incident at Ikorodu and they got home, he stayed downstairs while every other person was upstairs. And that after some time downstairs, he went upstairs to give his brother his phone. And that when he approached his brother's room, he overheard his brother having an argument with the wife, Wunmi, about Canadian visa. Remember that Wunmi had mentioned that her husband was upset with her about processing the Canadian visa and she was not being fast enough and this and that. So Adura confirmed that when he went upstairs to give his brother his phone, he overheard these two having a misunderstanding. Mohbad's brother pointed out that before the nurse arrived, Mohbad was hale, healthy and hearty, and he was the one who prepared the noodles that they all ate, the noodles that was said that Mohbad threw up when he began convulsing. He said that when the nurse arrived, he and his sister-in-law Wunmi were making fried rice in the kitchen downstairs. So they were cooking while Wunmi was checking up on her husband intermittently upstairs while the nurse treated him. And that he came upstairs to find Mohbad jerking, vomiting, and convulsing. About Mohbad having mental issues since the incident with the NDLEA, Adura denied such claims and said that his brother was mentally sound and didn't have any mental health issues. He insisted that it is Primeboy who killed his brother. The case was then adjourned to the 6th of December, and on this next adjourned date, Primeboy will be appearing before the courts to give his own testimony. Yes, we have heard several accounts from Primeboy, from the media, from social media, from interviews, but for the first time, he's going to be speaking under oath. Don't forget that before you mount the box in the courts, you must take an oath to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if it is discovered that you spoke a lie in court, that is perjury, and it is a punishable offense, punishable by an imprisonment term. So he's going to be bound on oath this time, speaking under oath for the first time. 6th of December, next adjourned date. I'll keep my ears down for that and let you know all that he has to say when the date comes. But for now, do let me know what you think about Mohbad's brother's testimony. What do you think about everything he said? What do you think about him considering Primeboy the prime suspect in his brother's death? Especially now that he has said that he didn't even witness the fight. We were all looking forward to hearing his own account of what caused the fight and what happened during the course of the fight. We were under the impression that he was present when the fight happened. So it was a bit disappointing to a lot of people to now hear Adura say that he wasn't even present when the fight happened. Wummi too said she wasn't present, so who was present? I think the court has to find out who was actually present and subpoena the person, compel the person to step forward and give an account. It is important that we get a first-hand witness account of what transpired in the course of that fight. Well, moving on from that one, and in other news, the rift between Wummi, Mohbad's widow, and his father have continued getting more and more intense with every passing day. Mohbad's father has been releasing several songs laden with innuendos, condemning Wummi for complaining about his request or demand for her child's placenta. In his words, "What did I do bad? Why are they reporting me around? God will judge between us." Hear him briefly.
Was macht eine Reise unvergesslich?
Everything Baba has been saying, Baba, that's Mohbad's dad, everything Baba has been saying about me are all lies. I decided not to grant interviews because I am messed up mentally and I need to take care of my baby. Baba's aim is for me to be jailed so that everything that belongs to my son will be given to him. He has been calling Adura, Mohbad's brother, to lie against me at the coroner's court. I have every proof. That was the reason Adura has refused to go to him. Baba said he saw some clothes filled with blood when he came to our house after my husband passed away. That was a blatant lie. He has also called my mother-in-law that she must lie against me in court, that she saw clothes that were filled with blood. He also influenced my mother-in-law's sister to say she saw blood in the house. I am not a weak woman. I have so many things I can reveal about Baba, but I decided to keep mute because of my son, Liam. If I start spilling secrets, people will know who Baba really is, but my son will one day grow up to read them. If not for Mohbad's demise, nobody knew he had a wife or a son. I am a very private person. Baba told the media that Mohbad once said he wanted to throw Liam in the river. This never happened. Mohbad loved Liam so much, even more than me, his mom. Baba and I used to be very close. In fact, he was the one that said I must get pregnant for his son. He took me to mountains and prayer houses. He used to buy me different food, fruits and vegetables. He was my best friend. But the major reason why he is fighting me today is because of the money people contributed for Liam. Wow. This is getting deeper and deeper and more nasty with every passing day. So what do you think about Wummi and her father-in-law? Do you think that there's any sense or point in what she's saying? Do you really think that Mohbad's father is driven by justice for his son, or do you think that he is just financially and monetarily driven? Do let me know what you think about this fracas breaking out between Wummi and Mohbad's father. As the family battles and as the court proceeding gets hotter and hotter with every passing sitting, friends and family of Mohbad have bemoaned the delay in publishing the autopsy report and releasing Mohbad's body for burial. His very good friend Bella Shmurda took to social media to lament. He said, "It's been over 2 months Mo died and his body was taken in for autopsy, but yet no results, which is fine. But please, release his body. That boy needs a befitting burial and to go to rest finally. Niger police, what's going on? We need an answer here. Where is the results? Where is his body?" Mohbad's mother has also taken to social media. Well, she hardly ever does, but she has this time lamenting and crying that her son needs to be buried, that his spirit is hovering around aimlessly, that he needs to rest. She said, "Nigerians, please come to my aid. I pray you all won't lose your children. They have released Mohbad's body immediately after autopsy, but his dad is the one holding on to him and not allowing us to rebury him. I begged him severally, but he refused. Then I thought of what to do. I went to the commissioner of police last week to complain. The commissioner even insulted me that we are happy that our son is dead. Why have we not buried him? Why are we allowing his corpse to be lying there, useless, and making the dead suffer? I just let go of what Mohbad's dad is doing and saying because I do not want drama, and God is my vindicator. I am calling on all true mothers and Nigerians at large to please come to my aid so that we can bury my son. My son is restless. He is running about. Even me, I do not have rest of mind. This is the help I want from all of you. It is not as if I cannot reply Mohbad's dad in all he is saying, but I hand over everything to God. He will judge us both. I have a lot to say, but I won't say anything. Why will my child die? And I will be granting interviews, allowing people make money off my dead son. A son that loves us, a son that takes care of us, a son that fears us, a child that I carried from God's back. I am begging Nigerians not to ignore my son's corpse. He is not a dead goat, nor a dead dog. He is a human being. Please, all the youths and Mohbad's friends should also support me and let's bury him. See how my son is being treated. He was beaten to death. Now, see how they are treating his body. Baba Tinubu, please come to my aid. Tinubu, that's the president of Nigeria. Help me bury my son so he can have peace and rest. I want you all to help me bury my son. I am not begging for money. I just want my son to rest. I leave the rest to God. He rewards everyone accordingly. God will avenge his debts. So that is Mohbad's mother crying out, begging that her son needs to be buried. In response to the call for Mohbad to be buried, his father has now taken to social media to warn against anyone trying to bury Mohbad. He asserts that he is the only one who has rights over his son's remains. Listen to what he had to say.
Hello, brethren. I've been hearing say maybe some people want to go and carry Mohbad body. Please, when this boy dey alive, it's my son. When he still go, he still retain my name. Nobody should go there to take his body. Please, I beg you now, people. I beg everybody, every one of you. If they want to do anything there, I will be the one to authorize them. Nobody should go and carry Mohbad body from there. I beg everybody, please, Nigerians, help me chat on them. Nobody should go jail. Because the judges was we need justice for Mohbad. And people now say they want to go and bury. After that, what will remain now? Let this justice take place first. And the rest of the things we're supposed to do, the DNA is necessary. That's it.
So yes, his father has insisted that Mohbad should not be buried and will not be buried until they come to the roots, the end of this case. And that if Mohbad is buried, this case will be forgotten. So that the DNA results must be out, the autopsy results must be out, justice must be given before his son is buried. So let me know what you think about this. It is becoming more and more messier. Do you think that there's sense in what Mohbad's father is saying? That Mohbad should not be buried until all these grey areas have been marked out? Or do you think that he's being hypocritical, considering the fact that he was the one that even buried Mohbad in the first place, unceremoniously, in an undersized casket, only a few hours after he passed? So why then turn around to say that his son cannot be buried anymore? Do let me know what you think about this situation down in the comment section. This whole drama and tussle have led to many people asking, when a man passes, who has rights, legally speaking, to his remains? Is it his wife or his family, his father, his brothers? Who has the legal rights to the remains of a man? Who has the right to commit him to Mother Earth? His spouse or his family? Well, legally speaking, the law gives utmost priority and rights of a man and his remains to his wife. She is the one that has the utmost rights above every other person. But morally and traditionally, she is supposed to carry his family along. It is unheard of, traditionally, for a woman to bury a man without the involvement, the approval, the endorsement of his relations. But in reality, crazy things do happen. It is surprising to hear that the police will only release the body to Mohbad's father. Legally speaking, that is an anomaly, as his wife is the one that has a right over his corpse. To conclude this video on the issue of autopsy and the much awaited results, in the last hearing, the counsel for the state informed the court that the autopsy on the external part of Mohbad has been concluded, but the toxicology test, which has to do with examining the inside of Mohbad, is yet to be concluded, as it is being done in the United States, and that there is no way they would publish the autopsy result for the external parts without waiting for the internal parts to give a comprehensive report. The magistrate inquired as to why the toxicology tests should be done in America when we have good labs that can do it in Nigeria. Well, I guess we just have to wait for that result, painful as it is. And when that is done, be sure that I will bring it to your notice. So guys, these are all the updates that I have for
my people. Shebi una don hear. Abeg make una watch this view. When I watch this video, make una leave una comment according to wetin una watch. Almighty God na He go bless una.